that after you've done the will of God, you might receive the promise. Peter said, after you've suffered a while, God will make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. But it's after you've suffered a while. God will make you perfect, establish you, strengthen you. How does He strengthen you? He fills you with His might, with His strength, causing you to be established and settled. So He says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. I'm persuaded He's talking about holding fast to that Word of God. That no man take thy crown. Hold fast to that Word. Surely He comes quickly. Surely He will reward you with Himself, with His strength. Surely He will bless you with being totally expired. Isaiah 40. Beginning at verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might He increases strength. You need the power of God in your life. All of us have to have it. You want His strength in your life. All of us have to have it, or we can't withstand the wiles of the devil. A man has got to go God's way to receive it. Can't receive the fullness of His power and strength without first being expired. Being brought to this place. Being brought down to the dust of death, as it says in Psalm 22. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Who are those that wait on the Lord? It's those that don't go out in their own efforts and try to do anything. They wait for God to do it. The tendency of man is to want to run out and try to do something for God. You see, God has got to bring a man to this place of truly waiting on Him. And that place is arrived at only through receiving our death to sin. Included in that is the death to the sin of not waiting on God. See, a man that has been put to death, crucified with Christ, he's not going to go out and try to do something for God. Through that death, God brings us to a place of continually waiting on Him all the time. Trusting and believing Him to accomplish all that He has promised to accomplish. He said, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. He said he was going to do it. It shall be done. Regardless of what any man does, it will be done. And those that wholeheartedly trust him and believe him to do it, he'll be able to use them in a mighty way. As vessels in the earth to accomplish this. The building of a church that the gates of hell cannot prevail against. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That sounds like some people that have some endurance. Jesus said, he that endures unto the end shall be saved. He said, labor not for the meat that perishes, but for that meat that shall endure unto everlasting life. There it is right there. Entering into God's rest. The fullness of his strength. God making it impossible for us to be faint and weary. Back to Revelation 3, verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God. And he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God. And the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. A pillar in the temple of God. A pillar in the church. Established, strengthened, settled. One that God has made able not only to bear his own burden by virtue of the strength which God has given him, but to bear the burdens of those that are weak in the faith, to be a source of encouragement and edification to them. Pillar in the temple of God. No more going out of the way of faith, but always continuing steadfastly in the faith. No more forgetting the Word of God. No more being a forgetful hearer, but being a doer of the Word. And not a hearer only,